Got him in group as a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going.
Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
Welcome to the first Zips Weekly of 2015. I'm your host, David Suntup. Hope you all had a great holiday season and a happy new year. We'll recap the past week in Zips athletics, including the Akron men's basketball team wrapping up non-conference play and the women's basketball team looking to build on its best start in program history. We start off with men's basketball. Coach Dan Brought's squad closed out the non-conference slate with home games against Marshall and Coppin State at James A. Rhodes Arena. Akron took down Marshall 70-63 back on December 30th to close out the 2014 calendar year. The Zips led by just 3 points with 1:14 to go, but Noah Robotham nailed 4 free throws down the stretch to clinch the win. 4 players scored in double figures. Starting center Pat Forsyth recorded his first career double-double with 13 points and 10 rebounds, while Robotham also scored 13 points, and Reggie McAdams added 12 points in just 14 minutes. The win helped the Zips move to 8-4.
Pat's playing well. We had to hold him out 2 days of practice because he's got some Achilles issues, and you could see him kind of stiffen up a couple times. But right now, when we sub Pat out, we struggle. Big Dog has had a hard time, and you know it hurts us. So like we need to keep Pat on the floor until Big Dog plays a little bit better, or we have to go a different direction. You know, we need Big Dog to defend and rebound, and then anything we get offensively from him will help us. If not, we have to go different. And so right now, when Pat leaves the floor, we're a totally different team.
Sophomore center Isaiah Johnson scored a season-high 13 points to lead Akron to a 79-62 win over Coppin State last Saturday. Johnson was a perfect 3 of 3 from the floor and went 7 of 10 at the line for his first double-digit scoring performance this season. Noah Robotham, Antono Jackson, and Kawan Cheatham each scored 10 points, while Cheatham also led the Zips with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Akron wrapped up non-conference play 9-4 after its 3rd straight win.
Man, I think 9th in the country in three-point field goals made. I thought that was the key to the game. Is we did a reasonably good job at the three-point line. Again, like, you can see we're a young team. I mean, even I have to understand that. I'm not making excuses for them, but we consistently play inconsistent sometimes, and I think that's typical of a young team. Like we had them on the verge about 3 or 4 or 5 times and couldn't quite put them away. And then we're like, to me, we had so many open threes. Like we shot 6 for 14 the first half, and we shot 5 of 20 the second half, and to me the threes the second half were better than the first half. So like, in order to be really good, we have to hit those game winners, and we haven't done that yet this year. But we're going to have the best win in the league before the thing's over. South Carolina continues to win, and it's like, if you can beat a team like that who just beat Iowa State 64-60, I believe, like, it shows what we're capable of if we can click on all cylinders, which we haven't done really consistently.
Akron women's basketball resumed play after the holiday break, looking to build on its 10-0 start. The Zips headed east to battle in-state foe Youngstown State to close out the 2014 calendar year. The Zips suffered their first loss of the season after a 75-62 setback at Youngstown State on December 29th. Anita Brown scored 16 of her 24 points in the final 20 minutes, but it wasn't enough to help Akron overcome Youngstown State's 13-2 second-half run that put the Penguins ahead. Senna King chipped in 18 points and 12 rebounds for her team-leading 7th double-double, while Katie Noonan added 9 points off the bench. The Zips finished non-conference play at 10-1. Akron dropped its MAC opener 67-61 at Western Michigan last Saturday. The Zips struggled from the free throw line after shooting 9 of 19, just 47%, and also got out-rebounded 44-34. Coach Kest's squad never led at any point and trailed by as many as 18 points in the second half. Sinnott King recorded her 8th double-double with 23 points and 10 rebounds, while Anita Brown scored 16 points. Akron drops to 10-2, including 0-1 in the MAC after its second straight loss. David Sunsup joined by Jody Kest as we recap the past week in Akron women's basketball and take a look at what's on deck for the Zips as they play their first MAC home games of the season. And Coach, you're coming off 2 losses at Youngstown State and Western Michigan. What have you guys worked on in practice to get back to what you guys did well during that 10-0 start?
Continue to work on rebounding, continue to work on our defensive end. We've been struggling shooting the ball the last couple of games, so we've been working on better shot selection. We've been working on taking care of the ball, making better decisions, a lot of things.
One player who played well last week, Sinnott King, 2 more double-doubles. She has a team-best 8 double-doubles this season. How has she been so consistent in playing at a high level despite not playing at all last year?
It's work ethic. I mean, she has phenomenal work ethic. She comes ready to practice every single day. She just works hard, and I think people need to learn a lot from her, that it's not about always if you're scoring or if you're playing well in these areas, but just give 100%, just give effort, and she constantly works hard, and you know that you're going to get a double-double with her from every night.
You have Bowling Green on Wednesday, Eastern Michigan on Saturday, both games at James A. Rhodes Arena. Bowling Green's only giving up 56 points a game. What's going to be the key going up against their defense?
They're a great defensive team, and they're going to slow it down, and they're going to run a lot of offense, and so we're going to have to try to do different things to try to push it up, if it means pressing, if it means just doing a little bit things differently just to go up tempo.
Coach, thanks for the time and best of luck this week.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'm looking forward to an opportunity to get all the pole vault people together and, a chance to kind of interact, get ideas, to see some great performances and really get people motivated for this upcoming track and field season. This year, I think he's had a phenomenal fall of training. The past years, he's been pretty busy because of traveling all over the world to different meets and activities, where he hasn't really had that break for a while, except for this year. And so that's given him a chance to really, deal with some of his weaknesses, get himself strong in some areas, and I think he's in the best shape he's been since he's been here at the university. Plus, he's growing up. He's still a young kid, and as he gets older and more developed, he's going to get better at everything he does.
Akron men's basketball takes on Toledo at Savage Arena on Friday night as the Zips look to move to 2-0 in MAC play. It's a showdown of 2 teams that were picked to finish first in their respective divisions in the MAC preseason poll. The game will be on ESPNU. Akron women's basketball returns for a 2-game homestand against Bowling Green and Eastern Michigan.
That wraps up this edition of Zips Weekly. Tune in next week as we recap the first week of MAC play for the men's basketball team and Akron women's basketball's 2-game homestand. Thanks so much for watching. I'm David Sunsup for GoZips.com.